Yeah. Numero UNO, me and Drizzy like the Super Bowl, man. Then it big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the what? Big as the Super Bowl.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another Warframe video. Today we are going over your boy Dante. Now this is my second time trying to record this because my capture card is tweaking, but I wanted to show you guys how you can take Dante to high level missions like Steelpath and whatnot. But yeah, we've been going down the list. The previous video we did was Kite 09, so now it's Dante's turn. The next video would just be going down, so I think Ember, if I haven't done Ember, then Equinox. Dante is a crazy good Warframe. I do like to place Warframes into three categories of different forms of being OP. So the first one is just if all their abilities are just broken, like their kit just breaks the game. The second category is that they have enemy manipulation, and then the third category is that they are weapon based. Dante falls under he's like in the middle of enemy manipulation and weapon based, but for sure weapon based because he has his own exalted tome. Tomes were one of the newest weapons that they added, which is like a magic book. The cool thing about his tome is that he has these mods called tome mods that can also increase like some bonus perks for you. So maybe higher ability strength or energy regen in case you don't have flow, stuff like that. So they do come in handy. I kind of just mod it normally with some radiation and heat, and it's very solid. Going over his basic abilities, you have his passive. So the Noctua exalted weapon has like a built-in scanner, so it scans the enemies for you. It does have an increase in status chance by 50% on the fully scanned targets when you use your book. So you're dealing even more damage to enemies you already seen before. Then, you know, leading into his first move, which is the Noctua, you summon your book and you just unleash the damage. It does have an alt fire that shoots like a giant beam as well, so make sure you utilize that. Then you have his light verse and his dark verse. I'm explaining both abilities because you will be alternating between the two frequently when you're fighting him. You're going to set one verse up, then the other verse, and then you're going to end it with the final verse. So if you were to do two, because your book is like a 2-page book, if you were to do 2 light verses and then cast your final verse, you would gain overguard and health. If you were to do 2 dark verses and then cast final verse, you would deal slash damage, heat damage, and toxin damage to nearby enemies. If you were to mix it up with the light verse first and then the dark verse, you would get a copy of your Noctua book to shoot with you. And then if you were to do the dark verse, then the light verse, you would gain these peregrines, which are like these birds that are very good at distracting the enemy. So you got like enemy aggro control with this one. I don't have a build with any Hemlith abilities on him, but I know that if I did, I would be able to take him even higher. It's just a matter of time. I do have Archon Intensify for this because he does restore health with his light verse, so in return you can increase your ability strength even higher. I have very good strength on him, range for the effects of his abilities, as well as duration, so that my abilities last long if I were to summon the birds or the book. Then for my arcanes, I got that Moat Vigor just for the bonus ability strength, and you know I love my Arcane Arachne, which can give you bonus damage for wall latching. And I'm just kind of I forgot I have the epitaph. So let's go ahead and show you guys how can you obtain your own Dante in case you guys are interested in getting this Warframe. You are going to need to complete the Deimos node as well as the Kalimos project, which is one of your story mode quests. When you get access to that, you would be able to go to this room beneath Deimos called the Sanctum Anatomica. Once you can get here and probably, you know, max out your standing with them, I don't think you have to max it out, come talk to Lloyd, and at the bottom you have research Dante. Not only can you get the Warframe, but you can also get his Onos weapon and then the Ruvox weapon. These are incarnate weapons, so both of them can evolve into another alt version of themselves. But yeah, most importantly, you have the vessel capillaries. I think you just get these from doing missions here, and the bounties, and the deep lab Archimedes, all that good stuff. Then you just go talk to him. Back then, Warframes were harder to farm for. Like, you would have to do missions and they would drop parts on rotations. Like, it was hard. Now there's more of like this forgiveness system going on for players, or with newer Warframes, so it's a lot easier for you to grind them out. Now that you know where to find them, how to mod him, how his abilities work, let's test this out in a real life mission. Now remember, I do these builds with no Archon crystals. So I'm basically showing you their basic kit, and I expect you guys to even take it beyond with the Archon shards and you know, certain other weapons. I think I'm going to use the Noctua a lot, so enemies will drop the energy orbs as well. Arcane Arachne, get that damage, and we are chilling. We can throw in our you know, slash procs in there so that we deal more status damage with the Noctua's passive or Dante's passive. And then if you are feeling like there's too many enemies, just go ahead and do the, I think I messed up, it's light, oh yeah, dark verse, then light verse, and then I'm gonna do this to beef up my final verse. Now you got little distractors going on. The birds are kind of keeping them at bay. Dark verse, enemy manipulation, or aggro control. Now it seems like the enemies I kill with the book drains the energy, but they're dropping energy so fast that it doesn't really matter. Status effect. They changed his slash move to line of sight, so just make sure you guys are seeing all the enemies you want to kill before you pull off that final verse. I'm just trying to make sure I see everybody when I do that. Let's do some birds. Oh, Vor's right here. He's meant to even be with like a squad to help out his squad members, because he would give those squad members those overguard as well. So if your teammate and your whole squad is staying alive, your teammate synergy is going to be continuous, allowing your whole team to just flourish throughout the mission because no one's dying. So that's really his true beauty, is with the overshields. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this Steelpath Dante. He kind of would qualify for that first category where his abilities are just broken, because we didn't really use anything else. We didn't even use our built-in weapons, like the weapons I brought with me. So that's crazy. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching throughout the whole video. If you guys have any questions or your own thoughts and opinions on the build, or you know, builds that you also made with Dante, be sure to type down your opinions and your thoughts in the comment section or on Discord, and I'll see you guys in the next Warframe video. Like always, you guys be safe, keep up the grind, and peace.